welcome back to my channel. It's a girl, Natasha, and if you're new to my channel, then welcome. So guys, if you've read the title, you already know what this video is about. Today I am going to be taking you guys to Westgate. Westgate is basically an area in City Centre that has different shops that sell hardware stuff. So your plumbing, your electricals, all that good stuff. And I did promise that I was going to give you guys an overview of how much those stuff costs and show you exactly where to go and buy, because obviously we do have the bigger hardware stores that are in malls like Builders Warehouse, Pafrio, Micmar. And as much as they do have quality stuff, you can always go and shop around at Westgate and spend less than half of what you would spend there. So just to give you guys a bit of context, when I was given a quotation of the stuff that I needed, I initially went to Builders Warehouse, and obviously I got a quotation from them that came up to 20,000 kwacha. So it was way over what I was expecting to spend. And so what I decided to do was go to Westgate, and I did move around the stores that are there, because obviously each and every store might have the exact same stuff, but the difference is pricing. So before you buy all this stuff, make sure to go from store to store and basically see how much each store has their products priced, and compare the prices according to your personal budget. So guys, without further ado, let's get to Westgate. See you there. Bye.
So as you know, I currently don't have my own transportation, but what I did was that I decided to book a Yango, which picked me up from my house and dropped me off directly to Westgate. So you guys can literally write that on the Yango app, and the person who is driving you there will drop you off in Westgate. The thing is that for Westgate, I would suggest that if you do have a car, you can mostly transport the nitty-gritties that you're buying, like for example your bends, your mixers, your hand basins, stuff like that. But then when it comes to the piping, I would suggest finding transportation, of which I did recommend somebody within this video that is trusted to me. But what I would do for you guys maybe booking these people, if you do decide to book the person that I used, just make sure to give me a call. I will put my number in the description box so that you won't have a hard time when negotiating and whatnot. But for the most part, I will give his number in the description box. He does have a truck that is a 2-ton truck. He transports materials from Westgate and also is able to transport other things, like for example if you have furniture that you've bought from elsewhere, stuff like that. And the nice thing that I liked about this young man is that he is 24 years old, and he has found a way of making money and also empowering other Zambian youths by giving them jobs, such as them helping him carry out the stuff that are purchased by the clients. So that is a really good initiative, and I would suggest you guys support him.
Hey guys, so right now I'm at Westgate. There are multiple different stores on this street, and most of them are hardware stores. If you get to town, you guys can literally put on your Yango Westgate and it will bring you to this location. Different stores have different prices, so I will go around and show you different stores. Unfortunately, over here some of the stores might not be okay with me filming their products. I will try to find a store that will be open for me to actually show the prices, and then you guys can make a decision on where to go. You can literally negotiate on some of the prices as well, so that's a good thing. And make sure that before you buy the stuff, you're buying something of quality. So guys, let's go.
So guys, as you go down this specific street, you will find all hardware stores, and then if you go in the adjacent streets as well, you will find other hardware stores. So there's a lot of stores that you can look around in, and in Westgate you can find almost anything. They do sell also power tools. We have borehole pumps. You have literally almost everything to do with hardware. And so if you guys are really looking to spending a whole lot less than buying from these bigger stores, I would suggest coming down here first. And then also guys, when it comes to quality, so each store obviously imports their products from different places, like South Africa, China, different places. And so what I would suggest is that when you're going to these different stores, especially if you're buying your sewer pipes and your plumbing pipes, you want to make sure that you go to as many stores as possible and compare prices.
Yeah. So guys, the shop that I purchased my plumbing stuff and some of my electricals is this one right here. I will show you the front and I will show you guys the different stuff that they sell, and I would recommend you guys coming here because obviously, like I said, the other stores, the other hardware stores that are a little bit more expensive might end up eating up most of your pockets. So let's go in. This is the street when you enter from there, and then this is the shop. It's called Lusaka Zambia Limited. It is a Zambian owned shop. I will show you guys a little bit of the stuff that they sell, and you guys can basically come and purchase some of your plumbing stuff and bathtubs, stuff like that. So over here we have a few plumbing products, and then you have your bathtub over there. And then, do you want to say hi?
Hello, hi.
What's your name?
My name is Xavier.
He helped me out when I came over here. So if you look for somebody, look for Xavier. And then over here we have some stuff for building right over there. And you have a few other stuff, as you guys can see. And they also sell some toilets. Xavier, do you want to give us the prices of the toilets?
Yeah, this one is 3,500, 2,515, 16.
So guys, this store that I bought from, I bought most of my plumbing stuff from here, and thankfully they were open on a Sunday when I came to buy. Most of the stores on this street are not open on Sundays, so if you're really pressed on buying certain stuff, this is a shop to go to on a Sunday. But for the most part, most of these shops are open from Monday till Saturday. And as you guys can see, most of the sinks that you guys can see have their prices. And if you come into the store, they will give you a quotation on all the stuff that they don't have priced. But for the most part, this is one of the stores that I will recommend you guys coming to stop by and basically purchasing from, because obviously I've bought from there before.
So guys, here is another shop that I came and bought some of my light switches and stuff. I will show you guys. They do have their prices out, so you guys will see exactly what they have and the prices. I do recommend this one as well. This shop is called Mott Cobra, and I'll show you guys. So it's on right here. This is the street. Okay guys, let's go inside. So they have their wheelbarrows right here, going at 500 kwacha. We have some pipes, poly pipes, for when you do your water system in the house. And then we have all this stuff like chicken wire, stuff like that. And then we have some toilets and sinks. Right over here we have some sinks. We have this one going at 755. This one's going at 545. Another one going at 545. Okay, right over there, and then we have more down here. So guys, here you have your door handles, you have your cables, so you have your light switches over here. The different types have different prices. And you have more up there. Right over there. And then you have these that are really important when you're doing your lighting in your house. You have the different ones, different prices down there, right over there. And then these are going to be needed. If you guys have watched my building series, you will know that these are needed when you're putting your electricals. And then you have this photo cell. The photo cell is basically used for when you have your security lights. It's going at 71 kwacha when your security lights go on their own. And then you have different locks. And then you have also and then over here we have plugins. So as you guys can see, they are quite relative and cheaper than going elsewhere. You have for your cooker, you have your bulb holders and whatnot, and then also you have your box here. If you're doing a DIY, you want to be able to buy things like this. And then we have also right there, and then over here you have the prices right there. And then we'll go on the other side of the store. So usually when you're doing your electricals and your plumbing, you have all these things that you'll need connecting to. You guys can see, have these going for that price. And then as you go forward, these packs are sold. Either buy the entire pack, or then you can buy them each. You have your bends over there. And then these, you have these when you're connecting your water. And over here we have they're called mixers over here. So you need your mixers. They're going for different prices depending on the type that you're looking for, but they are a lot more cheaper. And over there, guys, I think you guys guys can see them not You wanna say hi?
Hi. Yes, hello. Hi.
So he works here. If you do need somebody to help you, he's here as well. What's your name?
Samson.
You're who?
Samson.
Samson. You can come and find Samson over here. And as you can see right over there, you have those match black mixers. You have different things here that you can basically buy. So if you're interested in coming to purchase from this store, obviously I'm going to give you guys the instructions on how to get here. And yes guys, their stuff are pretty durable. You gotta look around wherever you're going, but for the most part I have bought from here, so I can vouch for them. But obviously you will have to look around.
So guys, for your borehole submersive pumps, they do sell them here as well. These are the general prices that they have within Westgate, but you might even find some that are cheaper. These seem to be pretty relative. It's around the same cost everywhere. Generally, but obviously you should shop around. And the nice thing that I really liked about this store is that they had all their prices labeled, so you don't have to have an issue with trying to figure out how much something costs. And it's literally everywhere in Westgate. Most of the prices are already listed, so even if you're coming from abroad and you don't speak any local language, you're rest assured that you already have the kwacha equivalent on the products. These shops are obviously cheaper than going to malls, and so obviously finding them is a little bit harder if you're not a local. But thankfully I was referred to by somebody a while back, and I did come here to purchase my stuff. And guys, these come in packs. As you guys can see, the total cost is on the packs, so you don't have to continuously haggle them about prices, because literally if you want something you already see the price. And then obviously if it's a little bit outside of your budget, you could obviously ask for a discount depending on how much you're spending in the store. But guys, I am super happy that I got to do this video for you guys, because I'm sure a lot of you guys have been wondering how much this stuff costs. And obviously I will be doing another video in terms of the other stuff that would be needed when you're actually starting to build from scratch till roof level, so don't worry. They're transporting the pipes to the truck. This is the truck that we're going to be using.
Right now I am in the transportation headed to the client's place and dropping off some pipes. They charged me about 350 kwacha from town to McKinney, so that is pretty good. So usually if you're hiring transportation from town to whatever location, depending on the distance, it's usually supposed to be between 300 kwacha and 500 kwacha. Anything above is not true, unless you're like transporting to places like Chilanga, or you're transporting all the way to Chongwe, the outskirts of Lusaka. But within Lusaka, the transportation should be between 300 and 500. Guys, this is Kelly that we use for transportation. Like I told you, transport is between 350 and 500, sometimes even more, depending on the location that you're taking your stuff. But guys, if it's within Lusaka, it should be between 350 and 500. So book Kelly. Kelly, do you want to say hi to the viewers?
Yeah, hi guys. So this is our goods at what? Deliver goods. Book us, we give you a good service with a nice truck. Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
Okay guys, so Kelly does some works here in Westgate. But if you're looking to doing other things, if it's like you trying to transport other things other than hardware stuff, it is a little bit more expensive, because obviously the weight and wear and tear on the car. But at least you know that you've booked somebody who is reliable and will give you a good service. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching this vlog. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel for more videos. Goodbye.